Now recording.
All right. Welcome back to Saragoss, the Ravenloft domain that is just a giant kelp bed of nasty.
But we don't know that.
Where we last left off, our group and the Enchantress has gotten itself wedged into a seaweed kelp bed situation that seems to be slowly spreading and slowly engulfing the ship. You've done a few things to try to get loose, but it constantly is growing back. You did get attacked by a bunch of bloated, drowned zombies, which were called off at the end. And you did notice.
Is that wording?
Well, it seems
they were physically called off.
You heard a trumpet
showed
blow,
up with
and
the
then
horn.
they jumped over. Yeah, you heard a
There's a
trumpet blow.
Sahuagin riding at something or other.
Shark, yep. And then they all dove off the ship as if they were summoned. And you did see lights like a fire during the night to the northeast. And you could make out some other, they look like ships or possibly land masses in the distance, maybe a few miles away. So when we pick up, go ahead.
We had two solutions. We had the ballista with the grappling hook with the rope attached that we were going to try to shoot and pull our way through. And then I think somebody was going to try to make some like snowshoes. Or am I thinking incorrectly?
No, those were
definitely mentioned. Yep. It is daytime and it is still cloudy. You don't actually see direct sunlight, but it is getting to be muggy, and very warm. Probably in the low to mid 80s. Warm enough.
Yeah.
And you've got the buzzing of insects. It feels like a swamp, even though you're in the middle of the ocean.
Does it smell like a hot
rotting vegetation?
ocean?
Yes.
Like low tide?
Yes. Yeah, you get that
Rotting
seaweed smell. Yes, very much so.
Awesome.
It's kind of disgusting, and anything you do is pretty sweaty work. Sorry, I'll shut up. What do you want to do? What do you feel like trying?
Captain's taking notes. Hold on.
First officer?
Well, okay, sorry. Hi. I was taking notes. What would we make? There's a boat or something over there with a light, and I point in the direction that it is. I think it's
Yeah,
northeast.
You can just make it out when you know where you're looking, like a little bump on the horizon. It's at least a good 2 miles, 3 miles away, but you can see it above the horizon.
Like it flickers like a fire?
At night, it was flickering like a fire. There's nothing going on right now.
Or like a lantern?
Some form of light, yeah, depending on how far away it was.
We could try and get over there, but we don't want to fall through the seaweed and drown.
Right, but if we take precautions...
Do we have a rowboat on board?
I would say yes. I know I didn't actually have a spot for it on the map or whatever, but yeah, you probably have a small... I wouldn't say more than well, I guess you can get 6 people in it if you're sitting scrunched in, but it's like two bench seats.
I mean, won't the same thing happen? Like, it'll just start being eaten by the vines?
Well, I don't think there's enough depth for it to float.
Yeah.
If those things can walk on the surface.
So, you can see from the map here, there are kind of like channels, but they're not always contiguous.
Right. I think if
Right.
we take precautions, we might be able to navigate to that other location. Like maybe like a 10-foot pole with some type of like a flat thing on the end to judge, maybe just a 10-foot pole without anything, to judge surface tension, like where we can walk, and like, nope, don't walk over there.
That's a good idea.
And then maybe we, gather a scouting party, the player characters,
Yeah,
and
basically.
get like a party order of march kind of situation, and either we follow that party order of march where the most observant character is probably in the front of the 10-foot pole, and then we could rope each other in a line, so in case someone does fall, we can pull them back up, kind of thing.
Okay, what canoe?
So it fits 2 people.
Yeah, really. Probably fit like 4 maybe if you scrunched in there, but yeah.
So, based on the time we've been there, how often? Because it seemed like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed like when we were in combat, the animal creatures were
Zombies?
walking, zombies, yes, were walking towards us and randomly falling in.
Yeah.
Does it seem like the seaweed changes where the holes are? Or does it seem like with, Zephyr's idea, we
Right.
could,
Like you could mark out a course.
walk in a line and not, like, all of a sudden someone falls down?
You could plant little flags, like this is the correct path.
Yeah, well, even still, just, like, going on that path, if 5 of us or 6 of us are walking in a line, all of a sudden we lose someone in the back or in the middle, like, how often is the seaweed, is it going to change
Consistent.
while it's right under our feet? Yes, exactly. Because I love your idea. I think that's a great idea. But I also want to, based on what we saw, know how safe is that?
It doesn't look like it's shifting too much now that it's solidified. Now that you've been pulled far enough in from the ocean, it's like you're getting to the part that's
Thicker
less
part.
active. It's also not as aggressively trying to climb up the sides of the ship either. It's still creeping, and it's not too hard to drive it back. And there's enough people on the ship that every so often a stray vine will come up over the edge and someone will hack it and toss it overboard.
Okay.
But it's not like aggressively attacking anymore. It's now more like absent-mindedly engulfing.
Okay.
Were the zombies predominantly human, or could we tell a race?
Yeah, they were mostly human. They were all so waterlogged, it'd be hard to tell.
All right, so we want perception. What's perception? Wisdom?
So we can't. This boat is pretty much stuck right now, right? We're not able to really move it at all.
Right.
Yeah, well, you've pulled all the oars in and there's no wind. So if
Oh,
you
yeah.
if you wanted to move, you'd have to at least put a few oars back out. You do run the risk of them getting entangled again. But as I was saying, there are like channels. Now that it's hardening, you can tell where water is predominant, and you could probably get a small boat through it. Getting the big boat through it is going to be a matter of keeping the vines from continuing to wrap around oars and things.
Too bad we don't have anybody that has, like, poison they could just put onto the oars.
Yeah.
Have flame.
Yeah, but we'd.
That's
I
like
have
poison.
acid. I have acid splash, but we would still have to do it so often.
If only I could make a craft that could hover.
I've heard there is such a spell that allows you to hover. I do not
very
have.
stealthy.
Well, Sadly, I cannot do magic. I wish I learned. But I volunteer to be in the front. I am not that heavy, so if I should fall, I trust you can haul me up
How perceptive are you?
reasonably, and I could, if it gives way, I trust my reflexes.
It's seaweed in water. Dumb question, but
Yeah, the seaweed is kind of like it's in the water, and it's bobbing because it's like floating. But a lot of it is on the surface, and where it's on the surface, it's starting to harden because of the sunlight and the heat.
okay.
Thick.
So I can breathe in water.
But-
So
Oh yeah.
I wanted to ask if I fall, I'm okay.
Of course you can.
I know, but Taliba is being very brave, although I was gonna say I can go first, but I still need to know people's perceptions because my perception I'm proficient, but I also have a -1 in wisdom, so I
Well,
only
if
have a
they're
1.
accurate, we've got the passive perceptions on the screen if they're accurate.
Yeah, they're not very
Geek
great.
has the highest. Yeah, 14 is the highest one.
14's the highest.
Ooh,
You're
it's fine. That's all right. But that's passive.
Nature or survival would also
Well, you
apply.
probably want passive.
Oh, my nature's 3. All right. Because that's intelligence.
So with
Can
my,
I in-
with my herbalism kit, would I be able to like take a sample of this seaweed and try and figure out like what it is or any properties about it?
I mean, it's not like you have a forensics, microscope and in a chem lab or something like that. But
He keeps a sample of it, and he can make a giant growth potion later.
Yeah, there we go.
yeah. Let's say give me a nature roll.
I bet it's edible, and I bet it's high in protein if it can eat things and crush things.
Yes, let's make crisps out of it.
So you take a sample of it, and you're dipping it in different chemicals and whatnot. You've never conducted experiments on seaweed before, so you have nothing to compare it to. But nothing. The reactions you're getting don't indicate anything other than a mundane plant. Mundane, if accelerated growth-wise, but otherwise doesn't seem sentient or anything like that.
Wait, isn't one of you a? I can't think of. They look at the stars, even though we can't see the stars. They come to
astrologers.
think. See if traveling across the sea here on foot, if that will be beneficial for us or will be bad.
I can do that. That's the augury, right? Didn't you say we have like 8 people who can do that?
I think there's at least 3.
I can do that.
Right, but it's only good for the next like 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah. And it's what, wheel woe or neither. You roll the bones, throw the dice, toss some tarot cards around. And because it applies to the next 30 minutes, I would say you get a neither result.
Well, if we should wait until right before we plan to embark.
Well, I already gave it away.
Uh,
But like you said, you've got 2 other people that can do it.
And this is for walking, correct? Not for the boat or
assumed.
the ballista.
Yeah, from what you can see, it looks like if you took the little canoe, you could probably go, 200 feet before you'd have to haul it up onto the seaweed a little bit for a few feet and then toss it back in the water. It's not a contiguous, clear path for the most part.
they have a word for that.
I forgot about the ballista plan. I thought you meant putting someone on the ballista.
And
I was
firing
like,
them.
why? Yes, I totally forgot about.
It's not a
No
dome
flinger.
launcher.
That's
no
Dragon
flinger, wrong game.
Lance.
Yeah.
Is it Portage? Portage.
Portage,
Portage, yeah.
yes. Yep.
So did we figure out if we could do the anchor thing?
So here's the problem with the anchor, and I think you would probably figure this out.
Anchor's too big, man.
This-
Probably like
No,
500. Probably like 500 pounds.
The seaweed only only can take so much pull, and if you're dealing with the anchor pulling through, 6 inches of seaweed versus the 30 feet of seaweed currently grabbing the ship, the seaweed you're latched onto is going to give long before the ship is going to give. It's just going to carve. I mean, it'll carve a path in the front of the ship that'll be broken up seaweed, but you still got to get loose enough to sail through it.
Damn it.
All right, everyone, get ready for a quick cat appearance.
Oh,
Get her,
I can see her tail.
maybe.
No, Dad.
Nope, she's
You
gone.
gotta go do your
I can give you a
duckies.
quick cat appearance because he's sitting on my
No.
lap.
She was up here for a second, and she got down.
See?
Yeah, Mookie's somewhere in here because the door is open. He's here somewhere. Oh, he's under here. He's right there. Sorry.
Someday we'll have like 5 cats on screen all at the same time.
And you'll have 4 of them.
Did you say on Sunday?
I said someday.
Chris has to still get one.
Yeah.
But where's Jamie's?
Will remain hidden.
Gina
All right. So
She's always in the mood.
if we are to go over there with shoes and walking, what are we going to make the shoes out of? And who's going?
There is spare lumber for, ship repairs and whatnot. That, and there's like fishing netting and stuff like that. So you could rig together some shoes. I forget whose idea it was. I think it was Jim.
But not my characters.
Oh, true. Yeah, you'd have some basic supplies to throw something together. The idea is just to make your foot wider so that it has more seaweed to step on. There's still always that chance that it might look solid on the top and you drop through, but like you said, with the 10-foot pole or whatever, it would be very slow going. But it would be a little bit more safe than trying to run across it like the zombies were.
Well, I suppose I could be your 3-foot pole, though I can't swim.
You want us to hold you sideways?
Jim's
Or-
her face into the muck.
Are you sure you thought that through?
We'll just use her
Or
like
on a rope.
we'll use her like a check. We'll just throw her out. Oh, that's a bad spot. Pull her back.
Yeah, the other crew members are sitting and just kind of blankly staring out. You can tell that there's a morale problem right now. And Jura's still feeling a little injured from the blue rot he got from the zombie bite.
Yeah, he has 3 more days, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So what?
Till his
He dies.
charisma and con or whatever go back to full. No, he's over the disease.
Oh.
He's just still down by 3 hit attribute reduction. So he's not his usual semi-cheerful self.
Okay.
he's
I'm gonna
almost on patrol looking for vines to smack.
wait. Who has the?
Jura,
Oh,
the
Jamura, not-
carpenter.
Oh, I thought it was Jamari.
No, Dumari is the one who literally died, or was that Zero?
Oh yeah.
And then Jim was going to use him as a weapon in the ChatGPT pictures.
I was reading the wrong note. Shit. The woodworker doesn't feel good. Son of a bitch.
Hmm.
Well, I have woodcarver's tools, and I'm proficient in them. So I'm going to say fuck it and start working on making shoes for... Who? Raise your hand if you're going over to that light. 1, 2.
I would prefer not to, but if I must, I will.
Same here.
2. Okay, great.
You know, fire and water doesn't really mix very well.
Alright.
Yes, good
Why are you hand raising?
What the hell?
What is that?
Why is
God.
it doing that?
Stop that! Whatever that is.
I'm not
It's a
doing
hand
it.
raising gone wrong.
I'm not
It's
doing
gone
it.
wrong.
I'm not
I
doing
can't
it.
even dismiss it. What the hell?
I think
Actually-
it just got hand raised 1,000 times.
Jesus.
I understand you want to go. My God. Okay.
I just
Chris.
reset to make it stop.
I had to kill my my roll 20 on Discord to make it stop.
Weird. That's really weird.
Abdul, are you coming or not?
Yes. Although I do think it's strange that we're abandoning the ship
We're
right
not.
after we bought it.
We're not, because half of us are staying here with the crew. The 3 of us are going. And if we die, we have the assistant captain, so they'll be fine.
Who's going? Essie,
Essie,
If you die,
Taliba,
then we all die.
Taliba.
and Abdul are going.
Okay.
So
I
I'm
think I
going
should
to.
go, since I have the highest perception.
I mean, and you're also a powerhouse, so like probably.
There is that too, yes.
Oh wait, Jim's also going too. Gadab is going.
Okay, Gadab's going. Okay.
All right. So really, Zafir, that's how you are, right?
Yep.
Zafir, you can stay back here with everybody else, or you could come with us.
I mean, drowning does not sound very pleasant.
New captain.
All right, fine. Then I'm going
I'm
to.
saying convinced me.
She'll let you give her a new haircut.
My
Will
hair can't get any shorter. Fine. If we survive, you
Well.
can give me a new haircut.
Yes, I could shave that part. And trim that part. We could throw some color. I've heard that there are some dyes in the city that we are going to that should color that part nicely.
I give a geek a death stare. You fucking bitch. All right, everyone, sit down. Put your feet out in front of you so I can measure them and make you shoes. I'm
Jura will
going to-
attempt to help you. Anything to take his mind off of everything that's going on.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to bother him because I know he wasn't feeling
Yeah.
well.
He's
but-
got like clamps or something to try to stretch pieces of wood into like a circle so they can stretch the net across. And
Perfect.
Don't forget to leave room for my claws.
oh yeah, your little feet claws.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can basically jury rig together some muck shoes, we'll call them. That's gonna basically make everything difficult terrain. But the way I have this mapped out, if you don't even have the snowshoes, you're moving at like 10 feet around, and that's just it. At least with the snowshoes, you can get 15, and you're potentially able to dash if you need to get a move of 30. They don't make it completely easy to walk on, but all right. So you set these things on your feet, get them secured. Who's first into the muck?
Jump in
Akik.
and
I will
die.
do it.
Akik.
Jump in and die.
No,
I
Akik
will-
is because he has the best perception.
Yes, I'm also the fastest.
Okay, so you gingerly lower your feet over the side of the boat onto the spongy material, and it seems to give a little bit, but you're able to move forward, and it seems pretty stable. I was gonna say sturdy, but sturdy is not the right word. And you walk your way out onto the muck a little ways. All right, so is there an order? You guys walk in single file? I assume.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
will.
Yeah.
I will go behind Akik.
I probably should
Okay.
be in back because I can pull the most weight.
And we probably should rope ourselves together just in case.
I thought that was a pre.
Why? So if one of us drowns, we all drown.
That's why I was talking about because I thought we were roping ourselves. So
Well, or at least
Bruce
the
does not know mathematics very well.
front person.
root stupid. Kick your ass though.
Yadab said you were taking up the rear.
Yes.
So I have Akik, Essie, Taliba, Abdul, Zafir, and Gadab. That's the order I have it on my map here.
Sure.
And so you start walking ever so slowly in a generally northeasterly direction. After about an hour's walking, you think you've traveled maybe half a mile, because it's very slow going. I mean, you're making sure it's not a straight line. You are kind of turning at times to follow what looks like the more solid muck. And at one point, you get almost turned around. Like, you feel like you hit a dead end and you have to backtrack because it's like trying to solve a maze where suddenly you'll get a dead end and you have to double back. Akik, can you make me perception or survival or nature?
Can I put
Wait,
together?
are any of those? Oh, are any of those charisma? They're not, are they?
No.
No, they're all.
Damn it.
Well, nature seemed. My perception's the best out of the three, so.
Okay. You don't you don't lose too much time. You eventually realize some of the stuff that looked unsafe is actually still pretty sturdy. It just happens to be a little bit below the waterline, so it looks less sturdy than it is. And once you start to figure out the intricacies of the kelp bed, you can move a little bit faster. 2 hours later, you're about a mile away. You can look back, you can still see your ship, but it's way in the distance now. And the ship you're heading toward looks closer, but it looks to be about as far away as the ship you just left. And so it feels very isolating. This thin line of players just traveling across this kelpy, nasty mess. And a thought occurs to you that if something was to jump out right now, this is a very poor situation to be in.
Roll initiative.
Oh, that's probably true.
No, I'm kidding. But as soon as the thought hits you, it kind of passes, and you decide we need to push on, or else if we do get caught in a situation like that, it's not a good place to be. So you continue along for another 2 hours, and you start to see the ship. in the distance, and it is a big ship. And it is of a style you're not familiar with.
19th century steamship.
It's like a Western style. Well, I mean, it's Western style. Yeah, it's a cowboy ship. No.
Oh,
Oops. Shit.
Yeehaw!
I did something stupid, so I'm just gonna do that, fix this, and bring you over to here.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that's gonna be helpful.
As you approach, make a perception roll. I assume you're like watching the ship, looking up onto the deck, and obviously
All of us are certain people.
anybody who's looking at the ship.
I look at ships. I don't see
I look at the
ships.
ship really hard.
Yeah, you do. Abdul, Akik, you see movement on the deck. Not a lot of movement. Abdul, you count maybe 3 figures. And you notice one of them, and Zafir sees this too. One of them actually moves to the rail and looks. You can see, like, it's still pretty far away, but you can see them kind of holding their hand up to their eyes for a minute, and then they disappear over the side of the ship.
They fall over.
Person disappears, like they fell off.
No, they disappear into the ship. The ship is
Okay.
high up. You saw them peering over the deck, and then they.
So they became one with the seaweed.
Sure, if that's what you want to think.
So they disappear into the ship. Do they melt?
They disappear over the railing of the ship where you can no longer see them.
Okay.
But not towards us.
Does it?
Just to clarify.
Do I perceive whether they ducked, as in they're hiding, or they just happened to walk away from the
It
railing?
looked like they walked away from the railing.
Okay. I think they've spotted us.
Ooh. Taliba realizes she was just watching Essie.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
There's movement on the ship.
Well, we can help them, or fight them, or capture them as prisoners. Let's go check it out.
See who they
What
are.
was our intention? Was to get help from them?
Yeah, well, I thought it was
We
a
were
ship
hoping
like
it was-
us.
Well,
Well, it is a ship like
If you
us, but
remember-
I don't know
Well-
how long.
when we first met, the lass here was a pirate.
Okay, that's true.
Well, regardless, I'd rather be out of this mud hole.
I suppose the hope was that this ship was in water and not seaweed.
Yeah, and not enveloped in seaweed.
Yeah.
So this could be a rescue mission.
Well, I mean, it looks like they've been here longer than us, so maybe they have something we don't know.
They're probably living on seaweed.
Cannibals.
I mean, we are all technically living and we're on seaweed, but I mean, eating seaweed, you know.
I only saw 3 of them. The rest of the crew's been eaten.
Cannibalism.
Maybe they're veggie pygmies.
Are you
So,
continuing to approach?
Yes.
Yes. Has the seaweed seemed like it's getting any denser, or is it
It
changed
definitely
at all?
gets much thicker here.
Okay. So if
and actually,
anything,
it's a little bit easier to walk on too.
so if we try to move the boat in any way, this is definitely the opposite direction that we want to go in.
Yes.
Yes. All right, forward march, Akik.
Right.
As you close the distance,
Cats don't take directions.
I'm gonna move you up closer. I had you spaced out like this because I figure you're like
I go off in this direction.
giving it room. So
No!
Okay.
That's not forward.
Don't follow him.
I thought I saw shiny.
All right. When you get to about like this far away, you see 5 figures appear on the deck.
Oh lord.
3 of them have crossbows. I'll move them around a little bit. I'm going to change layers.
Holy crap.
The woman is one of the ones with the crossbows. The 3 on this side are armed with crossbows. The other 2 are not. And the woman in the middle shouts out, "Who goes there?"
Well, I'm gonna step forward in front of, next to a geek, not in front of, next to, and I'm gonna say, we are not here to harm you. We actually might be able to help you. We were hoping you could help us. I did a signal yesterday. I don't know if you saw. It seemed like I got a reply. But we need help. And it looks like you might need more help than we do.
You're
Unless
new
you
here,
like
aren't
living
you?
here. No, I've lived here all my life. Eating seaweed forever.
How long have you been trapped?
A day? Right? A day? A day and a half? About a day in travel time?
Yeah. We saw your lights. What do you want from us? We have no
Well-
supplies. We have nothing you can take.
How are you surviving? How long have you been here?
She looks at the guy next to her. Unless you can read lips, they are conversing silently.
I don't think so.
She says, "Long enough."
Do you want to leave?
Of course we would want to leave. Do you think we like it here?
Well,
What are you offering?
passage out if you can help us get rid of the seaweed. But what are you offering for us to help you? Because our ship is less fucked than yours is right now. So we can just walk away and go figure it out ourselves. But what's the? Do you
Again,
want us?
they kind of converse a minute. This guy over here quickly rushes out of view for a second, and his head pops in between those 2 as he seems to be saying something rather urgently, and then she calls out. She says, "How stuck is your ship?"
Less than yours.
Start make measurements in the air with my hands.
Enough that we've been able enough that we're stuck, but not enough that we aren't able to keep the vines back from overtaking it.
So you cut them and they grow back.
Yeah, but we can manage it unlike that.
We might be
Unless
able
you
to
feel
help
like you're
you.
managing it. That's what I'm saying. We can help each
But what's
other.
in it for us?
Escaping? Getting out? Is that not good enough for you? Again, we can leave. You're the ones whose boat is covered.
So if we help you, are you going to help us get our ship out?
No.
If working together we can figure out a way to save our ship that would also be a good solution to get your ship out, yes. But if it cannot also get all of those vines off of your ship, then no, I cannot promise we can get your ship.
The youngest looking one, the one who's still kind of off on her own, she yells out, "Can we go with you?" And you see the other 4 snap their look at her like, "Shut
Girl,
up."
you can!
I have a little handout here that ChatGPT made for me. This is the group.
Aw, they're so cute.
Rather somber looking.
Yeah. You think they might have been here for a long time, given the situation of their ship.
How many of your crew members did you eat?
Oh.
I didn't
That's-
ask that.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I was like, Jesus. Well, on that note, kind of, we have a chef and fresh food.
Yeah, you see like eyebrow shoots up on a couple of them, like she puts the crossbow down and she makes a gesture to the others to put the crossbow down. And then she kind of steps away from the railing for a moment, and then a ladder just comes rolling down.
All right, I will take the lead now, and then go up.
All right, so you climb aboard. I
By myself? You guys coming?
can make bigger pictures so you
Yeah, I'll
can
come with you.
get an idea what they look like. Actually, I'll do them one at a time. She says, "My name is Captain Zara. This is my first officer, Elias. My quartermaster, Theric." Theric's just like, "Ugh."
Any
Our
quarter to master left?
Soren, our ship's wizard. He kind of does a little bow kind of thing. And our deckhand, Mirabelle. And she's kind of like, "Nice to meet you." She's definitely older than Littlefish, but maybe only a few years older.
Aw, we got our own one of you.
Right? Zara kind of takes this like crossed arms position, sits on a crate. "So what have you tried?"
We have tried. Well, first, I am Captain Darling of the Enchantress.
Sorry,
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well.
And I'm gonna do the same thing cross-armed, not on a crate, but on like a railing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We have tried. I can cast Acid Splash, and that seems to work. We use, our weapons, and it works, but as we have said, it grows back. But it works enough to get them off of the ship. But in this scenario,
they'll grow back quickly.
yes. Right now, it seems as though during the day they are slower, and they're just kind of creeping up and more manageable. But last night we were attacked by not only the vines but also waterlogged zombies.
Yeah.
So
That'll happen again. Likely.
our best bet is to try and do something during the day.
And your ship is. It kind of points, and you can sort of just barely make it out in the distance.
2 miles away, I think, right? 4 hours, 2 miles away. You're
Yeah.
3, wasn't it? We traveled like a mile, or was it?
It was
2 and a
about 4
half?
hours. It was at 2
I meant
hours was the
distance.
halfway point. Yeah, it's about 2 miles, 2.5 miles,
Yeah.
something like that. Not like you were running along with a yardstick to measure, but yeah.
Well, maybe you weren't.
Theric kind of speaks up. He says, "Did you salt the vines?"
I don't believe so. Does
And,
that work? Or are
Zara's
you
like-
trying to
Zara
eat
holds
it?
Zara holds her hand up for a moment. This is Theric. We haven't agreed to help just yet. So, you are offering us passage out of here? Is that my understanding?
Yes, and we have, like I said, fresh food that isn't seaweed. If you can
Nice.
help us get out. And again, no guarantees on your ship.
Make it persuasion or deception, I guess. Whichever is the most accurate.
I mean, they're both the same, so. Ugh. Let's see. What do I have? I can make someone else. Oh, wait. Okay. When you make a charisma, intimidation, or persuasion check, you can expend 1 superiority die and add that to the ability check. Okay. So I'm going to do commanding presence.
Okay.
Spend a superiority die, and I think it's a d8. So 15 total
15?
instead of 11.
Okay. Make an insight roll too.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be bad. That is better, and I have a -1. Well, besides, the dice.
Zara is nodding along as you speak. But across everyone except for Mirabelle, sorry, yes, the young girl, you can see there's hesitation and a little bit of doubt. They're trying to hide it, but there's a lot of apprehension there.
May I roll insight?
Sure. You
I incited. I don't know what I incited.
you pretty much get the same thing. They're listening to her, and they seem to be taking in her words, but there's like a deep-seated distrust, just from the way they keep darting looks back and forth at each other. The four of them, I'm going to specify.
Have other ships come about? Have other people made their way towards you?
There are many ships, many groups trapped. You'd be wise not to listen to most of them. It's every man for himself out here.
Why would we listen to you then?
That's what we're afraid of.
You're afraid that we listen to you?
Mm-mm.
You're afraid that we don't listen to you?
You come out of nowhere, offer help. There's a catch. There's always a catch. That's why I told you, we have no supplies. We have nothing to steal.
What I want from you is to help us get the fuck out of here. I'm using you as a tool. And I'll be upfront about that. Like I said, we got a chef. She makes great food. I need your help. That is what I am doing.
Where did they say they're from?
They haven't yet. She looks at Elias.
I interject that.
Oh, you ask that out loud? She, as Hunter's saying that, you're saying that to her. Zara turns to Elias and she goes, I mean, that's about as honest as you can get.
Yeah, sorry.
He kind of cocks his head a little bit, like,
I mean, do their accents? I mean,
they are not. They are very, very distinctly not from around where you're from. They might be from around here, but they're not from where you're from. And I was gonna get to that actually, because she's going. Zara will say, if we leave with you and you get home, where is home? I don't recognize your accent.
Where is it again?
Kadib.
Oh, Kadib.
Well,
oh, I
it
thought
would
that's
be-
the world.
It would be.
I was saying, isn't that the
probably-
world?
It'd be.
Yeah, that's the whole
Vazuz
planet.
Or Zakara is the name of the
All right,
land.
I'll say Zakara. Or you can answer because you asked where they're from.
we are from the golden city of Jesus.
Sorry.
Gesundheit.
She's like,
Thank
you know
you.
what that is? Elias is like,
Just the greatest delight of all the lands.
So here's a question.
Mhm.
Is their common even the same as our common?
It is. It's about like talking to a British person.
Damn
what's
Brit.
the phrase? What's the phrase? Two nations separated by a common language. Yeah, that's. It's pretty much like that.
It's Australian. See? Kangaroo. Same language.
Slight pronunciation differences and maybe the occasional extra word or inflection where you wouldn't put it, aluminium or whatever. But
Well, that's actually spelled different.
I know that it probably would be in a different version of common as well. Oh, who's this guy? Where'd he come from? He jumps overboard.
Sneaky.
We hail from a city called Waterdeep. Not sure
Many
you-
of us know of Waterdeep.
I'll give you a history or just a general intelligence roll. Nope. Maybe in passing. Zafir has. You have definitely heard of water deep. You've even seen a couple ships pull into Huzus that were similar to this one.
Oh yes,
with-
I think
with
I have heard
foreign
of this
goods.
city.
He's
It's
up on
on-
all the water deep hairstyles.
I think it is. It is on the Sword Coast, is it not?
It is. Have you been?
No, I have not.
It's beautiful this time of year.
But I can tell I would make a killing in this city.
How do you know what time of year it is?
Yeah, I was gonna say Theric kind of mutters that. How do you know what time of year it is? Which kind of gives away that you don't really know how long they've been here.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun.
Well, I mean, Zachariah, El Qadim doesn't really have seasons, does it? At least not.
It does,
the-
but they're not
we're
as
from.
pronounced. Right, they're not as pronounced as like a temperate zone. We know how to cut the vines. We know how to slow their progress. And I know what you're thinking. If we know how to do it, why is our ship buried in vines? There's only 5 of us, and it's a large ship.
What happened to the rest of your crew? A ship this size would need more than 5 people. Actually, would I know that?
Yes,
Essie
you
would
would.
probably-
You would know that.
Essie
I mean,
would know that.
your ship's requires a crew of 12, and it's like a third the size of this thing. Again, they kind of share a look, and she says, "They were lost."
I look at Zephyr with just like admiration, like, oh, you knew that. I'm so proud.
You mentioned the zombie attacks. It's not just zombies. There are fishmen. There are plants that will attack you. There are a particularly annoying species of wereshark.
That all come out at
Including-
night.
Including one that has glowing green eyes and seems to have a particular affinity for harassing newcomers.
Does it have a horn and command the others?
No. The Sahuagin have been known to do that, though.
You said, does it have a horn? And the first thing I thought of was,
Like
is
a
it
unicorn?
Narwhal?
A narwhal, yeah. I thought of that too.
We're narwhal.
We have some tools. We have some saws, hatchets, the like. Ship our size generally has a lot of those kind of things. We have spare lumber, not that it's going to be easy to get to your ship. And we have barrels. And as she's saying this, Elias kind of looks at her like, are we going there? She says, we have some barrels of salt. Elias has been distilling ocean water down to get as much salt as he can because it will inhibit regrowth of the vines if you salt them after cutting them. Oil works as well and fire too, but you run a risk of damaging your ship if you throw fire around willy-nilly.
Yes. We are not
Plus you
willing
burn
to take that
willy-nilly.
risk.
I roll my eyes.
Oh, that was good.
Getting all this stuff to your ship could be a process. Is this all of your crew?
It is not. This is about half. The one is down because of Blue Gill? Right?
Blue Rot.
Blue Rot. But he is recovering. He's past the point of spreading the infection.
Good for him, I guess.
We have strong men here.
How large is your ship?
About the third of the size of yours.
That I won't make you make an insight roll. That actually, for a moment, they seem to be like, oh, well, that's not going to be hard. You know, there's kind of like a perking up of attitudes.
Like,
So,
maybe they want to take the ship and leave the crew.
you can make an insight roll if you want. Maybe that thought crosses Theric's mind, but the others seem like they think that that means a positive chance of actually getting out. I hear a purring cat, I think.
Yeah, sorry, he's very loud. Aren't you?
Yeah, so if there's 6 of you, 5 of us, plus you said half your crew, another 5 or 6, that's a lot of hands. She's kind of saying this to Elias specifically. She's like, that's a lot of people cutting vines. It might be possible. He looks to be a little bit more cautiously optimistic. Meanwhile, Mirabelle has disappeared below decks, and then she comes up with a little duffel bag full of her stuff. She's like, I'm ready to go now.
Then it's settled.
I don't know. Why don't we get our things together, and we will meet you on your ship by sundown?
If that sounds right, then that's right. Or, so,
How do you
how
know
long
the
will
way?
it take you?
Well, you kind of pointed out where it was.
We're not going anywhere.
We're gonna have to take the longboat and try to get it as far as we can. So it might be a little bit of meandering through the channels. But you say you're that one, or that sail. You can actually see your ship easier than this one because yours still has a big white sail. It's not completely overgrown with gunk yet. Mirabelle's like, oh, can I go with them now? And again, there's like a look exchanged. It's like, if you'll have her, sure. If they'll take you, you can go now. You
I
can't
want to
really
make an
lift
inside
anything
check
anyway. Sure, go
on
for it.
her.
On her?
Yes.
All right.
Where'd my mouse
Okay.
go? Are you... Fuck. My insight is terrible.
She seems earnest and anxious to get off the ship. Dara kind of looks at the other 3 and she goes, you ready to leave the Tidebreaker? Theric's like, well, not really. But I don't think she's going anywhere. Like, all right. We will meet you on your ship by sundown.
I will look at the others and try and get a beat on whether they think Mirabelle should join us.
Indifferent.
She seems nice.
Do we want to be responsible if she falls through the seaweed? That wouldn't really start a good partnership, would it?
Well, the only one responsible is you, Captain.
I mean, they'll have to
Yeah.
make their way over here anyways, so.
I don't know why, but I just get such bad vibes from her. I don't
Because this
know.
group
My
hates good
intuition is
guys.
no. My intuition
the
is
main
that like
mode.
she's gonna like actually just not be okay.
Would you
Yeah,
like
were
me
sharp.
to check? I could check the numbers.
Like what numbers?
Oh yes, your augury. How long does
Yeah.
that take?
I don't know how long the casting time takes.
I ask you that, and I literally have the spell that I could just open.
Probably like it's probably like an action is like rolling the bones.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Six
No.
bones or similar tokens.
I'm just going to say that I appreciate her want for her eagerness to come on the ship, but I would prefer that she travels with her own crew. I'm
Aw.
responsible for my crew. Your captain is responsible for you.
She's like, but I want off the ship.
I understand. It will come in due time. You will get off faster if you help them pack faster.
Fine. She kind of disappears below decks again. She drops her backpack on the deck and then goes down like. Sarah's like, she's gonna get everything messed up. Okay, hold on. She kind of starts following her down into the below decks, and Elias, he looks at you and he says, oh, "Safe travels back.
Thanks.
Let
Safe
your crew
travels
know
too."
we're coming so that we don't face any trouble when we get there."
Yeah. Got any meal preferences?
Anything that's not seaweed and bugs.
We'll have something ready.
I'll appreciate that.
Alright,
There's
crew,
doubt.
let's go.
There's definitely doubt in all three of them as they kind of watch you leave.
You just wait, motherfucker. Our ship's the best.
And then you start walking back. By the time you get back, it's probably late afternoon, and it is hot. And I want everybody to make me a Constitution check. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Check.
Woo.
I mean, saving throw. Sorry, not check.
Oh.
I screwed that up.
Oh, even better. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't roll today.
All right. Darling and Taliba get a point of exhaustion just because it's so swelteringly hot and you've been walking and
You spend too much time on the water, you.
There's plenty of water around us.
I'm made of water, for fuck's sake.
That's
I know,
why you're
so
more
You're
susceptible.
You're evaporating away.
yeah.
That's true.
She looks thinner.
That is one thing I like more.
You get a
about-
compliment her because she's lost weight.
To get into a little sidebar, the 2024 versions of Exhaustion are so much better than the old ones.
Where's the tracker?
I mean, I am resistant to fire damage, if that makes
I don't know
any
if it's on the
difference.
character sheets.
I thought there was.
You can
What?
do it on
Oh, you know, it might
Okay.
be in the settings. You have to enable it.
Oh.
I think you have to enable it. The new
Oh,
character
yeah.
sheets, the 2024s, actually apply the modifiers depending
Oh,
on if
yep,
you've
there
applied
it is.
exhaustion. I don't know if this one might actually do it too.
Alright, where is it? I just did it. Where is it?
But one level is what? Just disadvantage on ability
checks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, one exhaustion level. Alright. Disadvantage on ability checks. It tells you. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Where do you find it?
In the little cogwheel in the settings on the right-hand side, it says it's towards the like middle bottom, show exhaustion tracking. It'll say off. You just want to click on it and turn it on.
Ah, okay. I see it.
If anyone else is looking, it's 6 up from the bottom.
You get back to your ship safely. Except for the exhaustion. And the crew is just, the morale is really low right now. Like everyone's kind of just giving up. Samira comes immediately over to you when you get back aboard and she's like, "Any luck, Captain?"
I'm going to clap my hands and call everybody to the deck immediately.
Alright, they gather around.
Okay. So, here's the deal. And I'm going to point at Talia. How could I forget your name? I love you. How could I forget your name? Talia, I need you to start preparing a meal for all of us and 5 extra people. That will be done by early evening, right? Early evening? Late
They
evening?
said after sundown, I think.
After sundown. It needs to be good and it needs to make people trust us. 2, that ship is covered in vines and seaweed and shit, and they can no longer escape. They are people who are alive, Apparently, they're from a place called Waterdeep. There are 5 of them. 4 humans, royal humans, or 4 of them. I know there's an orc, but
Those, orc and then 4 humans.
okay, an orc and
They
4
look
human.
human.
They look human. They are going to be coming to the ship, and they are going to be helping us. They have given us information about how we can get out of and get rid of the vines, hopefully with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18 of us, 16-ish of us, we can get out of here. However, to be safe, always be on your guard, obviously. But they told us, Talia, do you have any salt?
I have some salt, but not a lot.
All right, we're gonna have more. Akik, can you go over to the side and cut one of the vines? Talia, put salt on it after, and we're gonna see what happens. They
Okay.
said that salt helps it stop from regrowing. If they're full of shit, we'll know because we're going to test it now.
What they actually said was, "Did you try salt?"
And then they told us salt works, but we're gonna try it.
Would that have come up in Akik's
In his little chemistry set
Experimentation.
thing?
yeah.
No. I'm going to
It
say
seems
no.
kind of specific, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so you just like rip a vine out, and you see that the end starts to regrow a little bit, and then Talia kind of grabs a salt shaker, and she's just vigorously shaking over it, and then she's like, "Oh, I don't want to use too much." But where the salt is hitting it, you see it kind of like sizzle and pop a little bit, and it stops growing.
I don't understand this. So if salt does this to the vines, and the ocean is made of salt water, how can it grow in the ocean?
Because it's dry salt. It's taking the moisture away, but the salt that's already in the sea isn't taking the moisture away. Aren't you a chemist?
I mean, she's
I'm
right.
amateur.
That's how you desiccate things, is you stick them in salt and it sucks all the moisture out.
Right, but like if you put a slug that dissolves with salt in the ocean, it's not going to
Yeah.
have a good time.
Well, probably not.
True, you also can't drink salt water, but
It's just the concentration of the salt.
yes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. And I had to look it up to see if you can desalinate the ocean because, like,
Yeah,
it's mentioned in the adventure that salt stops the. That's not me throwing it out there. That's in the set, not the.
I
adventure, but in the
assumed
setting.
that.
But I had to look up to see if it was possible that they could have been slowly distilling buckets and barrels full of salt because they weren't shipping it. That'd be too coincidental. Yeah, we have a whole cargo hold full of salt. But yeah, apparently you can evaporate ocean water over time,
Right.
and you can get
regular salt.
yeah, and you can get a decent amount of just regular table salt type out of it.
And
Well-
egg.
Well, Talia quickly gets to cooking. She's like, "Should I get out the good stuff?"
Yes.
You got it.
We're gonna be leaving soon.
She goes over to the what you thought was the big cauldron, and she kind of takes it and moves it and comes back with an even bigger cauldron, and she sets it down and starts a little fire going underneath it and starts cutting vegetables, and she's just in her element, just having a blast, starts singing a little tune.
Alright, I'm not done yet. I mean, Talia, your thing. You're not going to be part of this. Although you might, because you seem to really enjoy fighting.
What?
The bloated zombies are not the only thing we have to worry about. I forget what the other things are, though. A shark with green eyes, a were-shark with glowing green eyes, apparently likes to attack new people. The zombies, Sahuagin. I feel like there was something else she said. He said, one of them said.
Plants that attack
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
plants.
Some of the vegetation can be
There's other
sentient.
groups of people that are trapped. So when those
Yes.
Sounds so terrible. Why did we buy a ship again?
You are more than welcome to leave when we get to land. That is it. That is all I have, so we will have to be on guard tonight as well. Does anyone else have anything else to add about the people and the thoughts?
Yes. who is our
Littlefoot, there's a girl around your age. She'll have a great
Who is
time
our-
with you.
Yeah. All right. Who's our most capable fighter? I am asking in character.
I want to
Eli raises his
say
hand. It's probably
Who
not
Quite
true.
capable.
Well, fight amongst yourself, and whoever you fight, figure out is the most capable fighter.
Last one
back.
standing is the best fighter.
I pull out my axe. I'm like, all
Hey,
right.
hey, no! If we're going to be fighting tonight, we don't
come
want
back.
to fight now.
Come back and see me. I have a gift for you.
Akik, go get his gift. Or, maybe we can show good faith to Gadab. Akik and Gadab fight over the gift.
I pull my axe back out.
That's cute that you need a weapon.
All right,
His
Akik,
weapon is
I want to
open.
see you
I
fight
think
with no
step up.
hands.
I still have a head and feet.
Not for long.
Good lord.
Wow, it's got violent.
All right, you
Yeah,
two,
right? That's
we are on the same team. Why don't you both go to Zephyr and see what the gift is and
I can only
decide
do
who deserves it.
No,
This is a stupid haircut.
no fight.
it. It is not a. How dare you?
Hunter,
You
you don't have
just
the
lost
leadership
it.
feat, do you?
What?
You don't have the leadership feat, do you?
I don't think
It's too
I don't
bad,
have
'cause
a
I-
feat.
Because I would say after the 10-minute speech you gave there, pretty much you'd have.
I have
the
commanding
leadership feat
presence,
Gives you. Oh yeah.
but yeah, I
Well-
don't have a feat yet.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that leadership feat, if you spend like 10 minutes,
Temporary. hit point.
yeah, you can boost everybody up temporary hit points, and I thought that was something else too. Maybe not.
Well, then maybe I'll take it when we level up.
Or maybe it wasn't leadership, but there's a feat. Inspiring leader, that's what it is.
Hmm.
And of course, it's not telling me.
Leadership was like the older editions.
Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, it's not telling me what it does. It's just saying, yeah, that's a feat. You're right. It is. Thanks. Oh, there it is. Spend 10 minutes inspiring companions. Each creature gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your charisma modifier. Well, it's not a lot, but it's, it's boosting morale.
It'd be 6 when I hit 4th level, so
Mm.
my charisma is +2.
Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah. Is it? I don't remember if it's everybody in range or if it's just a specific. Yeah, up to 6 friendly creatures. But okay, so after nightfall, you begin to wonder if
Done
they're
yet.
showing up. Well, sorry, go ahead.
I'm guessing
not
it's Akik. Akik is the greatest warrior.
Ever of all time.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
So
He's not
good.
a
warrior. He's a,
Akik, sit
he's a
down.
monk.
Sit down. Sit down, Akik.
He also insulted your hair cutting, but
Well, that's why I'm going to pull out my scissors.
oh lord.
And I'm going to start trimming around and trimming up, like, loose hairs and whatnot. And as I'm doing so, I am going to cast Gift of... I don't know how to pronounce it. Gift of Alcridi, which gives you an additional D8 on your initiative rolls for the next 8 hours.
Oh, wow! Is that one from the new book? From the Alchemy
Well, that's
book?
always been around, I think.
Oh, I just don't remember it.
Because no one ever takes it.
For the next 8 hours, huh? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm going to cover it under like a nice little trim, like trimming extra fur off it. Like, oh, you get, oh, all right, now you look
Flyaways.
beautiful. You look beautiful, Akik. And you should be able to move. You should be able to move faster.
And the ship is starting to smell like a rich, savory stew. It's smelling really nice as the sun finally sets, and the oppressive humidity begins to wane. You spot a light nearby, bobbing in the water. And as you watch it approach, after about an hour, you see a small boat coming, not from the direction you walked in, but from like off the front of the ship. So you're guessing they had to weave around and find a circuitous route or whatever. But when they row up, they've got 4 big barrels in the boat.
All right.
And the 4 of them stay seated. I'm going to move them over to the layer here. Only Zara first steps aboard. And your ship is low enough into the water that you don't really need a ladder or gangplank or anything to get onto it. You can just kind of hop over the side. And as she hops aboard, the other 3 still in their little boat, she looks around with an appraising look. She says, "It is a fine ship, a little small. Shallow draft. Yeah, this might work. Oh, what is that smell?"
The food that we promised.
It's a keek.
She kind of scans over the group, and she pauses on Dumari for a long time.
Cool, isn't he?
Is he friendly?
No, I like to keep shitty company around on my ship.
Can he speak?
Yes.
Of course I can speak, he says. Who is this person? Tell me again why you invited them aboard our ship.
Because they're helping to get us out of here. And if not, you can push them overboard.
Kind of makes a little lunge, like. And to her credit, she kind of stands. There's only a hint of a flinch. But she kind of gestures the rest to come aboard. And they're still at an angle. I'm gonna fix that. There you go,
All right.
guys.
As they're getting on, I say, Talia, get them plates, please.
Oh, all right. And she's like spooning out big bowls of the stuff and handing them out. I'm gonna move people back a little bit. Oh no. Let's spread out the crew. Samira does not walk away. Her natural distrust seems to be turned up to 11 right now. Not to be racial, but especially against the orc. She's just like really watching him.
I am going to turn to her and give her a once over and said, "Good. You should feel that way." Not about the orcs, but just in general, her distrust, like, keep that on you.
Right.
Like, I approve.
As Talia's handing out the stew, Elias just kind of takes the bowl and just deep inhale. And he's like, oh. He sits down, and without really paying attention to anybody else, he starts just devouring into it. Mirabelle does the same thing. Soren seems to be more interested in the ship. He's walking around, taking things in. He pauses a long time at the ballista.
With the anchor attached to it.
With the anchor, it's like half like a work in progress. He kind of gestures toward it, looks around, looks.
While he's looking around, I'll look at Gadab. I won't say anything, but I'll look at Gadab and look at him, and kind of just give a
He
nod
reaches
to
for his
follow.
axe.
No, follow.
Zara takes her bowl and she's like not picking at it. She's definitely eating it, but she's standing with you, with Samira, watching just everybody in general. You can tell she's kind of like weighing everybody by the way they're behaving and stuff, including her own crew. And I would say that Theric is probably kind of like Soren. He's more interested in the ship. And he does go over to Haroon, who's standing in the back of the ship, and kind of looms over him. Like, what are you
I'll do the same thing. I'll nod at Akik and give a nod to follow them. Sorry, I'm making you guys shadows.
Maribel sits over here, and Littlefoot kind of hops, or Little Fish kind of walks over and goes, "Hey, it's good, huh?"
I knew that was gonna happen.
But
Aw.
she's just kind of like eating. She looks at him. She kind of turns her bowl away, like he wants to take it or something. He's like, "No, I can get my own. Is it good? You like it? Talia's a good cook."
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
So it's too late to start doing anything trying to get the ship out at this point. But by the time they're done eating, and Soren and Theric do eventually, I mean, they're kind of eating while they're walking around, but they're almost more interested in the ship. They kind of have a reconvening at the end of the evening. Not Mirabelle. She's just kind of like taking in the ship, and she kind of scurries up the ropes, and Little Fish chases her after. You can see that she's also probably the same kind of job at the other ship. But I mean, he seems more interested in her than she is in him at the moment. Let's see.
Sorry, we just need to watch them interact for the rest of the time. I'm more interested in that.
So she goes.
That's cute.
Yeah, right. They reconvene around you. And for a moment, when you are effectively surrounded, you see behind Soren, Samara's kind of loosening her sword a little bit, just in case, because of the way they're kind of around you. But they're not really directing anything at you. They're actually talking to Zara, and Soren says, "Yeah, the draft is pretty shallow. I think if we get the vines off, we are going to need to use the masts, because, I mean, the oars. At least they have oars." Elias says, "We didn't have that luxury, so there's that." Theric's like, could we conjure up a wind, maybe?" Soren shakes his, does a shrug. He looks at you.
Can your
Essie,
wizard?
and he says, well, Soren's the wizard. He says,
Oh.
"I don't have the spell. Do you have a caster with you that has a decent wind spell?"
I think we already talked about this last time. I don't believe so. They made a lot of fart jokes.
I didn't make any fart jokes.
No, you didn't.
I don't know if I could get the spell by the end of the night. I don't know if it's going to be used.
Which one?
A cantrip.
Which one?
Gust.
Okay, I actually misspoke. Soren does have Gust of Wind.
Ah.
He says we could try it. We would need to have vines pretty extensively cleared out in front of the ship, though, for it to make any serious progress. But a ship this size, that might not be a bad idea.
I don't know if it's my Al-Qadim class or where it came from, or if it's a standard thing wizards could do, but I can swap out my cantrip.
Anytime you want, or when
No,
you
after
level
a
up?
night's rest.
Yeah, long rest.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
I
swap
can-
out
I-
some spells
I
during
can do
long
one
rests.
at a time.
yeah, but a cantrip, that's
Cantrips? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know you
different.
do that with
No,
cantrips.
It is.
It might be the class thing.
I will put it in cantrip formulas. You have scribed a set of arcane formulas in your spellbook that you can use to create a
Oh,
cantrip in your mind. Whenever you finish a long rest and consult these formulas in your spellbook, you can
Wow.
replace one wizard cantrip you know with another wizard cantrip from the wizard spellbook.
That is cool. And what is Gust? Can you link Gust, or do you have it somewhere you can link it?
I don't have it.
Because I wonder if that would be something you could use to make minute adjustments.
It says, I mean, I've read it.
Because Gust of Wind is like a 60-foot line.
Yeah, gust. You seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects.
Oh, yeah. It's like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one would
It doesn't say 5 pounds. It says you can push. You can create one medium or smaller creature that you choose must succeed at a strength save or be pushed back 5 feet. That's pretty strong.
yeah.
You create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried, and that weighs
More than 5 pounds.
there.
Yeah.
Be a pretty good cantrip if I could move a whole ship.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a cantrip, so you just keep casting it into the sails. I mean, you're not the ship itself is not 5 pounds. I'm sure the sail itself, because it's probably canvas, is probably hundreds of pounds.
Right. Do you have sleeping arrangements for us? Says Elias.
Well,
Technically, you have plenty of hammocks. A ship like this is supposed to carry like up to 30 soldiers or whatever. So you can just string hammocks all over the place. So you have potential
I mean, it's plenty of
sleeping
deck space.
stuff. They don't have a lot of gear between them. They have a few duffel bags apiece.
I
They
will
are-
say,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'll say yes, but you'll be expected to be up here so that you can help if there is a fight to be had.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, the children.
Question: do we know how the vines react to boiling?
Well, that's one of the things we've been eating is boiled seaweed. It cooks like anything else. Are you gonna boil the whole ocean?
Well, I wondered what a wizard could do if they could boil at least the area around the ship to drive away the seaweed.
Boiling would require constant flame, constant heat.
Do you have such flame, or?
Not enough that I think it would help in our situation.
I see.
I don't want my boat on fire.
That too.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
It's the thought that counts. I'll pat Taliba's head.
Well, I suggest we get some rest and we will start getting your ship out of this gunk in the morning.
Yes. I'm going to turn. You
You don't
keep
need to
talking.
return to your ship for anything?
We brought everything that's of value. And they kind of gesture toward the 3 duffel bags they've got and the barrels of salt in the boat.
Aha! We can turn you into slaves now. Oh, I mean,
Prisoners with jobs.
God. Damn.
I feel like that at work sometimes. I'm assuming you keep watch.
I'm going to tell Samira that I need to get a lot of sleep because I have a level exhaustion. But I will leave her. I will ask how she is feeling, if she is feeling up to staying up to do a round of watches.
You have this conversation like away from
Yes,
everyone
yeah.
else. And she's watching over your shoulder to make sure no one's looking when she says, I don't trust any of them. How well do we know these people?
Well enough that they've told us the truth, and that I know our crew can more than handle taking them out if we need to.
Well, that's true.
I'm not worried, but I'm glad you are untrustworthy. We have no
Not as
attachment to them.
untrustworthy.
I know.
I will, after dinner, I will offer each of the new people trims or haircuts or
I
such
would
things a barber
say
would do.
I would say all 5 of them will take you up on it because they look like they haven't been groomed in a long time.
All right.
Although
make rolls?
Theric is stiff
Or
as heck
are you
when you're
just
doing
going to claim that I am successful?
it. What's the skill again? Go ahead and make a
careful.
barber dexterity. We'll see how good you do.
I mean, I have mess kit, which is
Oh.
probably the closest thing.
Yeah, that would work.
And what?
Pick a person and roll. I would say dexterity. Who you starting with?
I go top to bottom from the order that they are on the ship currently.
All right, so you do Elias first.
Yep.
He needs the whole. He wants it short. He says, "I'll take it all."
All right. Nope.
I mean, you shave
Probably
it
too
down.
short.
It's not neat. It's a little too short. So he kind of has you stop at the beard. No,
That's
we'll
a
leave the
failure.
beard. Not a failure, but it's not a very good success.
Well, it's not successful.
Right.
I need these. I need the either successful or unsuccessful.
Well,
If it's successful, where am I?
I would say it's successful because it's not hard. A 5 would do it. The 5 is an easy success, and cutting hair is easy. It's if you want to style it that it gets more complicated.
I have advantage on charisma checks
That's
if I am
right.
successful, or disadvantage if I am unsuccessful.
Okay, I would say it's successful because I would say they're willing participants, and it's just they're in such a ragged state that any cutting is going to be an improvement.
And then it says, while grooming a creature, you have advantage on skill checks against that creature.
Okay, well, unless you want to assassinate him when his buddies are
All right,
watching.
all right. I didn't know if that would apply to this test. All right, hey, the orc is
Probably
In
not.
for a very
Yeah, the orc-
close
the orc is not-
shave.
The orc
Yeah.
sits down very gingerly after watching Elias kind of looking a little disappointed with his, and so
I sharpen his tusks.
you leave him in a much like he's grinning.
There we go. That's much better.
All right,
And-
then Zara. Zara.
Hey!
Whoa, yikes! Okay, that's not a success.
I make one snip of the hair, and she's like, "Nope, that's enough."
Yeah, she's like that. You know how long it took me to grow that? You call
Sorry?
yourself a barber? Now I have one pigtail. What have you done?
Nope, I am
It's
terrible.
all the rage in Jesus.
It can't
Yeah.
be Dex, man. Actually, I'm not that bad in Dex. I'm just gonna be rolling bad.
Just rolling bad.
Yep. Well, the wizard.
Yeah,
is
you
next.
rolled a
You
2.
get a 9.
Yeah, he got a 9. He's about like Elias, and they almost look identical now, which is ironic because ChatGPT was always making them look the same. So I guess now they do. Oh, poor Mirabelle. You like
That's only the-
shave half.
Yeah.
You cut way too much on her too.
It's only the orc.
Yeah, the
That
orc
is
got a
all right,
perfect
Bob.
do. The orc's looking great. He's got like a perfectly smooth mohawk going. He got shined up tusks. Elias and Soren are looking at each other in the mirror and going, "Oh, I don't know, although we look too much the same." And the 2 girls, which you'd think that would be the best canvases to work with,
Yeah.
just. And you
I
call
think his
yourself a barber?
stylings are just too extreme.
Well,
Yeah.
I am not up to date on the Waterdeep styles. I apologize.
Mirabelle's looking at herself in the mirror, and she there's like a tear in her eye. And Little Fish is like, I like it.
Which makes her
What
cry.
are you using, Dex?
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, can I go over to Mirabelle and try and give her... I'm not going to cut her hair, but I want to style it in a way that makes it look really good, hopefully?
Okay, you're not trained in the
No,
mess
but
kit
I
or
have
barber
good
skill, but you have a
dex.
dex. All right, so make a straight up dex check.
All right, better than a 9.
little comb over, a little salvaging where he shaved a little too high up where the ears and stuff, but you just kind of give her this. No, see, it's cool. Look, see, now you got this cool cyberpunk thing going where half your head is shaved, but all your hair is brushed over. You know that. It's cool.
Yeah,
I tell
exactly. I'm like,
It'll-
you're,
You should
you're
make
gonna
a
be all the
charisma
rave.
check.
It'll be
Oh.
cool in about. Yeah, persuasion to persuade her that you fixed it. All right. Yeah. She's like, oh, you really think it looks good?
I think you look beautiful.
It looks great.
Does he look like a person you want to take, like, his word for it? No.
No, in fact, he
Don't
looks
worry about
creepy.
Exactly.
Like,
So
ah, it looks great.
don't listen to him.
You hear from behind her. I like it. She kind of wanders off. She's got, I don't know, maybe not a mirror, but some kind of a thing that she's looking at herself, and she's like, okay. She starts a new trend in Waterdeep.
Yeah. We didn't even know it. Look at us.
You can take a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
So you can get rid of your exhaustion. Jura is going to. Oh yeah, we should have had you doing those with disadvantage because you had exhaustion.
Oh, okay. What was that?
Dex and persuasion.
All right, so the
Ooh.
Dex was the
So the 12,
lowest.
that stands. Yep. Okay.
So
Jesus.
So good enough.
I would have done better. So
Thanks,
So,
Roll 20. Thanks.
He's down to 2, so he's feeling better. Oops, not 3 and 2. And you can get rid of your exhaustion, but when you wake up and you come out from below decks, you can immediately tell that Samira has not slept. She has picked up a level of exhaustion because she has been up all night long.
all right,
No
I
matter
tell
how
her
the other
go.
waves of. Okay, you basically
I tell her go
you are
sleep
not helping.
now.
You are sleeping.
Yes.
She reluctantly agrees and goes below decks, where it's not going to be loud. Because then the work in earnest begins to get the ship free. With your little shoes, you can actually work from the waterline to get the ship loose a little bit better. So I have a skill challenge, basically, to escape the kelp. Step 1 is the entangled hull. So everybody can make a skill check. The primary skills are athletics, to hack and pull away the vines. Survival check, which can help spot weak points in the kelp to make them easier to remove. Nature check, to be the one using the salt, flame, whatever, to sear the vines so they don't grow back. Any other skills you can think of that you can give me a reason why they would help can apply as well.
And
Animal handling.
Arcana to purposely place firebolts.
Yeah, I'll allow that. I see Jim's roll already.
Roll 20.
Okay.
I'm not rolling for the rest of the night.
Right. I'm going to count that as a failure.
All right, I'm gonna do nature.
Would
Okay.
investigation work well for spotting weak points?
Yes, I will allow that.
I was gonna say, can I do that with perception?
Yeah, I'm going to change the target numbers on those two.
I can do perception.
Okay, we got 4 successes and 1 failure. 5 successes and 1 failure. Okay. Between you guys and obviously the rest of the other 12 people well, 11 with Samira sleeping, and Mirabelle and Little Fish are kind of not really terribly cut out for this. Neither is Haroon, although he wants to help, but he's better at like spotting things and talking than he is at pulling. He's very weak. And he still kind of feels responsible for this whole deal.
Keek would be good at just slicing with his claws.
At that
But
point.
but you got definitely more than the required successes to basically get the ship cleared out. So for a moment, you can see clear water around the perimeter of the ship. You can see the vines twitching, like they want to start growing, but the adequate salting and placement of fire and whatnot has prevented that. It's enough that you can actually row their little rowboat around the ship without getting into any entanglements and whatnot. Once it's free, you lower, I would say 4 oars will be enough. You don't want to get all of them entangled, but you can begin to try to push the ship through the channel, which is stage 2. So the primary skills for stage 2, we have water vehicles for steering the ship through the channels, perception for spotting the open lanes before they close up on you, nature to predict natural movements of the kelp and try to avoid them. And again, I'll take other skill suggestions as long as those 3 are addressed.
I'll take water vehicles, obviously.
Okay.
Can
So
I
you
hang
With-
off the front of the ship and chop at things that come too close?
I will let you make a attack roll, and I will use that as your contribution.
Is it intelligence or what skill?
Water vehicles is Dex, I believe.
Okay, that's even better, but I wanted to be sure.
Okay.
I'm not
That's
raging.
really good.
Why does it say I'm raging?
I'm
I
not
don't know.
skilled, but I'm going to use nature.
Okay.
There we go. I have to shut off my rage.
I'm gonna go
Uh,
use perception.
Taliba fails her nature roll and tells you, go to starboard because it's oh, jeez. Okay, that's 3 failures. That's 4 failures.
Jesus!
And we're back to stage 1.
And Gadab got a success. So
Good
we got
job,
2.
roll 20.
All right. So you lose an hour of daylight, and morale on the ship
You can
plummets.
see the spot where roll 20's like, now we're going to swap back to low rolls.
Yeah. Well, what happens is you lose an hour, and you get the ship re-wedged into the muck again, which requires us to fall back to stage 1 once more to try to re-disentangle the hull. Now, at this point, the new 5 crew members who were fairly optimistic that this is going to work are now starting to have the same, we're back to square one, just like the...
See them making any rolls.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not
why
making
didn't the
rolls
guy
for
use
18
the-
different people. I'm getting...
Can I,
your
before we
rolls do-
fail,
Yeah.
can I suggest that guy do that wind thing? What, were they talking about gust of wind?
Yes, but you can't really control the ship when it's being gusted at 60 miles per hour. It's just going to blow you right into the stuff and get it more entangled. It'll be best served when you're close to the edge, when you're blasting out of the last bit of kelp. But right, we're gonna go back to stage 1 again, so you can try once more to get it out of the gunk. Now you've used 1 barrel of the salt, so you've still got 2 barrels, so you can't really afford to get entangled too many more times. All right.
Going to use Arcana again.
Okay.
Hey, that's
Might Eldritch blast the
Eldritch
kelp?
Blast.
Let me see. Did I get?
You don't want this boat, kelp. It's a low persuasion roll. It's rolling low.
You're not gonna persuade the kelp. You gotta
Kelp,
find a different
I
skill
can
than
deceive
that.
it. I can deceive it.
Yeah. How exactly are you deceiving the kelp?
You could deceive.
This is not the ship you are looking for.
The crew members in that were doing a great job.
Ooh.
I can do a perception roll though.
Okay.
Maybe a not.
All right. Yeah. This is an unsuccessful attempt to disentangle the ship, and I'm not doing that because that wouldn't make any sense for this round. I'm gonna say the ship itself, the hull takes 50 points of damage out of its 250 hit points. Because too much hacking, too many people getting frustrated, they start hitting the side of the ship, trying to get the vines off, and some cracks start splintering and a couple jets of water inside. And Jura's like, "Motherfucker!" and starts trying to patch it up as quickly as he can. Take off 50 hit points from the ship. Oh no. Actually, no, not 50. We'll say 25. That's a little bit more fair. And by this time, it's like mid-afternoon. You've made moderate progress, but it's pretty well mired again. So we'll try one more try at getting the ship out of the hull. I wish there was a way to like put a divider into Roll20 so I could see where I start the new.
Just type
new,
something. Put a chat
good.
into the thing.
Well, I'm at this. I've already got the 2 rolls. All right. Perception, nature. Yeah. We need at least one athletics that succeeds. Ooh, there we go.
God damn it.
Who hasn't rolled anything? Brian.
I was the
Nope.
first
Yeah,
one.
he did. He was the
Wait,
first
wait,
one.
no, you're right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, that's 4. That's 4 successes. You get the ship out once more. Line break. And you're back into navigating the maze of channels again. So we need a water vehicle roll, perception, nature, and
Ugh.
whatever else you can think of. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Damn it.
That's not so nice.
I wish it was charisma.
That's good.
Wish it was charisma.
That's good.
Yeah, so I could own my at a battle, whatever.
Who hasn't rolled something this round? Oh,
I rolled
Zafir, what do you got for this one? Oh,
nature, and I rolled a 10.
roll a 10. That's 3 and 3. It's a tie. So I'm going to say you get lost, but you don't get stuck.
You don't move back.
Yeah.
You don't move forward.
Right. You kind of just go in a circle a little bit. At this point, the crew is starting to get really on edge.
Well,
people
then
are
fucking
starting-
help.
Well, I'm assuming they are helping, but they're helping at your guidance. So your rolls
right.
are basically
We're directing.
dictating. Yeah, because I'm not rolling 18 different skill checks. I'd have to change the thresholds for the challenges, and then you run the risk of a lot more people failing. But yeah, now you have a morale problem. So do you have any skills you could do in stage 3 to rally the crew? Persuasion works, intimidation works, religion even works, and anything else you can think of.
I'm gonna do intimidation because I'm getting pissed off,
Okay.
and it doesn't matter
Alright.
what I'm gonna do,
Everything will be fine.
as I can also add a thing.
I
so I'm gonna
will
do...
reach for my axe.
I show those around me some magic tricks with sleight of hand.
I will do religion.
Oh, he does a little more entertain the troops, whatever it's called.
I'm like, what's this behind your ear? Oh, a little more salt.
Ah. All right, 1, 2, 3,
I had to redo, or I added a superiority
You add the
die, so
5,
mine's 12.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not enough to succeed, but that's probably a good thing that you didn't scare everybody. Because meanwhile, Zafir is
He's like,
showing them
God
that
damn it,
he's happy.
Is that what he's doing?
He's
God
giving a
damn it.
show. And Taliba is talking about how, the fates would never abandon you, and the gods of this and that will surely help us in our time of need. Akik is also trained in that sort of thing, I think.
Oh, that's sweet.
You're
You're all too happy.
So they get, yeah, exactly. And Abdul is just walking around going,
Oh,
"You got this,
don't
buddy."
be sad, Captain. Oh, what's that? What's that behind your ear? Oh, a little more salt.
That's actually
Abdul's
wax.
walking around saying everything will be fine, and Darling's walking around with an axe. Everything will be fine. It will
Now
be.
feel better. I'm commanding you two.
Can I? All right. Talia, get over here.
Yes.
Can you please make food? I don't care if it has magic or not. Okay, I'm being very specific. That
Rolls
will
around.
help
Magic,
lift.
I don't know what you're talking
That will help lift morale, but not make people high. Make people
Oh.
happy, but not high.
Well, that's a tall order,
Wait.
isn't it?
I
We
know.
have- We have drugs on the ship.
No, I don't know, but I don't want to be
let
misconstrued.
me see what I can do. We are running out of
Okay.
daylight.
Yes, but you are a very good fighter, but you are an even better chef.
She kind of blushes a little bit. She's like, "Oh, shucks," and then gets to cooking.
All right, hopefully the
Um,
smell of food will help.
All right. We get to the final push. As the ship is nearing freedom, the kelp begins to act a little weirder than what you've been dealing with. It's more like the kelp when you first got stuck, when it was aggressively
More
trying-
sentient.
Yeah, almost. Like now it's trying to fight back a little bit.
Maybe the new growth is all at the outer edge.
Which at this point, Soren says, perhaps now is the time for Gust of Wind.
Yes.
Let me look at the spell to see how that actually helps, because that is going to
Casting
affect
time,
your
10 minutes.
steering. Casting time, 1 action. Line of
Okay.
strong wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose. So he basically has to get on the back of the ship, cast it up in the air so that it pushes the ship for 60 feet.
If he's casting it up, wouldn't it lift the boat a little?
No, only if you cast it below the boat.
Well, because he's going to be below the sail, though.
Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's gonna
Right.
Go onto
almost
Mari's
lift it
shoulders.
a little bit, kind of, sorta.
It's gonna rip the mast up. Yay!
That is a potential danger.
So, I can cast Scorching Ray twice. That's 6 rays of 2d6 fire damage.
What does that have to do with anything?
If the kelp is trying to strangle us on our way out, just blasts kelp, clear
All right,
the
so
path.
that will work. I will have you make an attack roll. That's an attack roll spell, right?
I believe if I'm casting it twice, it's 6
All right,
attack rolls.
because this is the final surge stage. So we have athletics. If you want to be one of the rowing crew to try to push it through the vines. Water vehicles, which I'm going to have at disadvantage because Gust of Wind is going to count as an automatic success, but it's going to make steering the ship difficult. And you can use an Arcana check or straight up attack rolls against the DC that it gave me here. That was with disadvantage, or was that just a regular? Okay. so
No,
the
it
12.
doesn't have.
Okay.
When I do it, it won't let me.
All right. So you kind of lose control of the boat a little bit, but because, like Chris said, because he's casting it from below, it's kind of making your ship almost like a pebble skimming across kelp a little bit, which is making it really hard to steer. Zephyr is blasting away.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's
shredding
just
kelp.
I need to slow down
Yeah,
my double
but
click, I
I'll
think.
take the first one because a crit counts as 2 successes. Scorching Ray is a fail. Water Vehicles was a fail. But
Well, it's only one ray.
right, but you only get to roll for one action for the.
No, that's the one. It's 3 rays for one
Right,
action.
I know, but you only get one. You get one contribution to the skill challenge. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be kind and generous, and I'll allow it. Who hasn't rolled something? Duels.
I haven't. Can I use my short sword and try and hack at the?
You can.
Oof. That's the
Hit the
third
side
time
of
I've
the
rolled a one.
And
so
he
far.
falls overboard.
You get a nice solid whack into the side of the ship and get your short sword kind of stuck. So you spend most of this final surge trying to pry your short sword out as Gadab is behind you just showing off. Backhanded, not even paying attention. Levine, sentient almost, comes lashing up, tries to wrap at the ship, and he just kind of whips around, slices it.
I want to point out that poor Brian has been rolling red every time
I
I
know.
roll green.
Yeah, something's weird with Roll20 for sure.
And can I use investigation?
Yes.
To
you
try
can
to
use
help?
Investigation, sure. Ooh. All right. At
I'll
the
be
last
the dog
second,
spotter.
at the last second, Taliba's like, "Starboard, turn starboard!" As a big, hulking vine, almost creature, kind of leers up out of the muck for a second, and you're shouting this. Essie can barely hear you, but she jams the
We're
rudder
trying!
anyway, and it just kind of ricochets off the side of this kelp-like thing and bounces over the water and hits almost open air. I mean, not open air, open water. As you get out of the kelp, the ship is maybe a third of it is still in the stuff, and there's like vines and things trying to grab at the back of the ship, when suddenly everybody needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
All right, Taliba, you are thrown to the deck.
Dex saving?
Yeah. Deck save. As the ship just suddenly stops hard. All right, let's see. Taliba's prone. Gadab is thrown prone. Zephyr is prone. No damage. Let's see. Everyone else is still fine. I'm going to have to roll for everybody else later. As you hear 2 solid thunk thunk on the back of the ship, it just immediately halts, and 3 of you are thrown to the ground, as well as I'm sure a lot of these others once I roll for them all. And you turn, look over the back of the ship, and there are 2 harpoons now wedged into the back of the ship.
What?
And the rope runs back to these 2 massive great white sharks that are with mounted Sahuagin with harpoon throwers. But that's not the scary part. The scary part is all the others surrounding them.
Yes, giant sharks! Gadab is very happy.
And that's where I'm going to stop for this week, because I want to have a Baldur's Gate 3 style gigantic fight with a bunch of Sahuagin that don't like you getting away. You have a very large, royal looking guy on the biggest shark. I don't know, that's a terrible image. And next to him, one that looks like maybe it's a female and possibly has a staff or some kind of a priestly-looking thing. The top and bottom ones here are the harpooners. They have ropes running to the ship. I should probably draw little rope lines to the ship like this. And the sharks are actively swimming against, trying to pull you back toward the seaweed and stuff. As from the port and starboard sides, you just see fins swimming towards you as these Hooligan that I made creepy AI images for are swimming toward the ship. But yes, I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to drag this for an hour as a massive fight when some people have to get up in the morning.
I see
An
ropes.
hour is optimistic.
And that will also give me, yeah, I know. And that'll give me time to roll all the NPCs to see who else is prone as we roll initiative to start with.
Alright, so you want me to